How's it going, guys? Diarmaid Murtagh here. Pardon my lockdown hair, Jesus. Yeah, to talk to you guys today, I guess, about self-tapes and self-taping. Obviously, the industry has really doubled down on that as a practice in the last 12 months. Along with this tape, I accompanied it with a little tape of Faith Healer. Frank, just a gorgeous monologue that was sort of on my horizon and periphery for a number of years. I never did it in drama school for whatever reason, but I always had a love for it. Took this opportunity to give it a go, but you probably, if you've seen it, you probably recognised it's not a polished, finished article, and I'm definitely not trying for it to be at all. When I was starting out, when I first left drama school, I would have been very passionate about getting a audition tape nailed to the nth degree of what I thought it should be. But the only problem with that is it's just what I thought it should be. And I would, really put myself to the grind to have every word, every piece of punctuation 100% and all that, never look at the page, which in retrospect was a waste of energy. Right now, I have no problem, and you've probably seen it in the tape that I was that I attempted there. That I have no problem in glancing down, looking down, reading down, because it is an old adage and it is definitely a cliche. But the only time that you have to be off book on the stage is showtime. Well, the dress rehearsal, but after a lengthy rehearsal period. More being my point, and literally kind of the only time you have to be off book when the camera's involved is when they call action and everyone's in their dancing frock and ready to go. So tormenting yourself about being off book, if anybody watching is finding that's crucial to them, I personally don't. That's not something that I really put much weight into anymore. And the reason being for that is that numerous casting directors who've kind of built relationships with over the years and whatnot, they all say, and I guess younger actors don't really believe it because you want to impress or you want to kind of bamboozle any which way. Nobody wants to see the memory exercise. I'm a full believer in that now. I suppose in recent times I've been moving around a lot on the road. Yeah, from a technical level, the gear comes with me, and sometimes, great problem to have, but sometimes there's a number of tapes to be done in a limited period of time, which is a wonderful problem to have, touch wood. So you just don't have time to manicure these tapes into within an inch of their lives. So I would not sweat that. Get yourselves to obviously a level of kind of proficiency with it for sure. But then don't have any, once you get a 2 or 3, 4, if you're really pushing it, tapes in the can that are technically hitting the beats and the shape of it is there. You can't live inside the casting director's head or the producer's head. You have no idea what they're looking for, but create a character as best you can. The technicals, the nuts and bolts, the skeleton of it being the lines and all that, don't sweat it. Use those to be a springboard off into delivering something a little bit more organic in the scene, if you can at all, and enjoy it. So that would be my rant over. For what it's worth, hope you enjoyed that kind of quick effort of mine at the beautiful words of Brian Friel. In a different universe, there'd be an awful lot more work put in there. Take care of yourself, guys. Best health. Mind yourself. Slán more.